Alright, abusia incha on yensan so emu akwa abaso so abusia for emfa wo ebra eye channel so eda so aye be media gicha abusia be so ase enane de connect channel so abusia be so subscribe be like na wa bo aso ahia ma for person be tie no anya bi atie na abusia maybe say after say IC ensa so eye your former finance minister kind Ofori Atta no abusia His Excellency former president na Akkufo Addo waba abonten aba bedi nkomana wakasa edi afa ho ana abusia ensem aba abonten no ekire se His Excellency your former president na Akkufo Addo edi nkomo edi afa your former president your former finance minister Ofori Atta abra IC ensa eson no wa ekire wakasa wabeki silence wadi nkomo edi afa na yade lawyer Martin Kwebu so aba abonten aba bedi nkomo oche ne nsemu a wo Akkufo Addo wote ho ena ye kan say eyade a Ofori Atta che say ye de 5 corrupt cases e de abono wan kan ho asem nemum wo ba abonten e be kan say wa ban no na e che say corruption eni wa ban mu enya de a wo soso enuma bi say so miwa wa cousin a ye be ka say wo brother na obobra bi a eti say abusia lawyer Martin Kwebu adi nkomo ode nsem ede ba abonten saa so na na namaja akon so abusia no so adi nkomo ede afa ye former finance minister Ofori Atta abra ICE ensa eso nimu asese nsem a eba abonten allegedly say Ofori Atta ebetumi afesi deportation. Yes abusia we dey ma meka so meka say tete pese ekone ekotem koma ekoso na se wi abomoden na ya kire ya adwe ha eda so aye be media je chabu so wase enane dey connect channel so a eni dey kwan so abusia be so subscribe be like na wa bo aso ahye dwuma na for person be tie no anya bi atie yedamase
word cousin I use brother because in Cree there is no word for cousin, it's brother. So now that Ofori Atta Akkufo Addo's brother is facing 5 corruption cases, it's time for Akkufo Addo to step in and ask him to come, because Akkufo Addo, we kept complaining that Ofori Atta is corrupt. Ofori Atta is corrupt, and Akkufo Addo kept denying that no, nobody in his government was corrupt. So now we have it. So Akkufo Addo has to prevail upon him. So if they prevail upon him, yes, only good news. But if we say we should use law, no, I don't. Extradition proceedings will take place. They hardly grant you bail. They hardly. So lawyers can check Martin Kwebu number 2 versus Attorney General number 2. Our Supreme Court analyzed the U.S. cases and say in the U.S., if you get arrested as part of the processes to be extradited, they don't grant bail. It's hardly done. But they looked at our law and said, well, in Ghana, we want to go ahead of the Americans. If the suspect can give the necessary conditions, we should be able to grant bail. So in Ghana, you hear all offenses are bailable. All offenses are bailable. But in the U.S., when it comes to extradition, it's a very tall order. So his chances can be very slim based on the analysis the Supreme Court made.
Doesn't this support the point Madam Tete made earlier, that the government of Ghana knows why he's there, and even she going to the extent of concluding that there could be good news by end of this month? Couldn't that support that, as compared to the picture you're painting, that it could be very difficult to an extent, it could take years?
Well, that's the point that I've made. So I'm looking at law on the theory, the law on paper. Extradition is a very complex matter. It's not. No, I'm not likely to shift my opinion. You see, I'm looking at the law, what it takes to extradite a person. Even in Ghana, you cannot get the extradition done within 1 month, much less in the US, where there is a longer queue. So it's okay. I mean, Beatrice, I will be happier for it if you will come by the end of January, because we have 5 cases against him, and also there's a civil case where I sued him, okay, this same SML matter, asking for recovery of the money. I sued him on behalf of Ben Boachi's ASEP, African Center for Energy Policy.
Abusia na jese enkoma lawyer Martin Kwebu edi no yemfa credit ma TV3 na abusia ye bawra onua TV nsem fufuro mu so a lawyer ye nua ba amaja ko di nkomo bi na enkomo na odi no ochema US for nansia na yete so ma befa abutrika ko na mo ka se nipa mu kipe no Ofori Atta sebi boni awedi ni krono a sebi allegedly there is no competent of court bia approve say oil kron for and as wa bokron but allegedly yes Ofori Atta magana boka wafa Ghana iska enti no se mo pe abutrika na there's a mo pe most fraudsters e Ghana enen ka mo mfa Ofori Atta na nyere emere because Ofori Atta be finance minister e ka twitwire dia o man na bo ana say debtor ye huuram na say allegedly sika ye kyerem akodi no enkoti amaja ko eja no so eto e mane eye Akkufo Addo ene Ofori Atta say no amanfo bebrani age yes bebrani age say ya check Ofori Atta e detain wo eye US appointment so ICE kase ICE immigration custom enforcement state enkoti amaja ko ne
almost started now we no na state where bibia enterprise bibia so omo na kase omo atonton eti aya na kwa fa PDS energy sector ye di PDS ba beto so PDS ye de ba beto so no na omo hyase o PDS ba krom ha emamu ekokunkum krofo wo so manya nkrofo wiye ebeje wo manfo sika PDS nti Millennium Challenge Compact me kai President John Dramani Mahama oni ne finance minister sector kwesa na madam Hannah Tetenom omko UN assembly meeting bi wo US e ho nom ko sign say Millennium Challenge Compact sika na wo mu $450 million ye di be energy sector mu na Ghana chese nkana na gu kam de afaso na Africa hasen chese ya transport bi ye di bia ma neighboring countries. Because of PDS in Tisikane Eseye, because of greed, na Akkufo Addo Ofori Atta, because of greed, entino. Greed, etine, MPP niti Ghana hanuma, eyane ya, $7 enam 10.6, 10 cedi 60 pesos, eyane ya, kase, eyawamu yama, senkani esisu 24/7. Asmas me foreigners omo baye we na we yasofo de asini so we Ghana nie Ghana light power can yes so 24/7 eya omo ja because niema omo plot ye no niema omo hye ye no amamu amfa ama womo na nya dwembore na nya dwfia wo wodo oman na wura awuyeyi mama timamufo abrada kom World Bank the report by say Ghana population over 800,000 omo kwada kom na wo wompa ya wo bone say sa ho kire na de beto Ghana force no enya west ye ho nkire ye nsene de 8 years wo de fam wo ye ni papa wo ye ni pabonini ye kwa Ofori Atta so me say hwe say de e ba be kono no senso na wase ye kono yoko remwada acha nom me ka mama so ate sa de na mo ye no e na ya che ho abutirika bu nipa ba akoma chene de ko ma America fo Ofori Atta buni patati 3 million wa Ghana ha edwane akwatena America wanu abutirika bu obi $8 million nti mu chesi no what about Ofori Atta ye ni patati 3 million ye gu Ghana ha wo bu ye aton ye de agisika de edwane akwatena America sa omo pa America for pa scammers ni bebre wo memu ma mo do mo fa Ofori Atta ma ye 100 credit on ma exchange ye do on be ko because our system no more necessary pressure and no more to the man for you to know Ghana ha. Aye, it is a woman abre so one more pet and crofo o defraud one crofo a yes you are ready me some dear sana was some corner yes am sorry I said obi pese wo ye emi ehunu se wo ye adwuma etu osore ya no obawura we fie and na order you red alert Interpol we defraud broni defraud broni ba ho scammers no o ka o msia ye nananum gold a enti ya so ye je ne back na mo so saga na for mo America for free because obi pese or one office no kire say he's working eti ye no obawura obi fie no wa che no onipa bu obi ba ko watene so ode na ekọ onipa kwabra na ti America ebu Ghana 43 million ato Ghana 33 million adi ehu sika na ti America afa lawyers de ti ho adi na mon kan ti America for say mon return ne mfa ne mra mu hia scammers fraudsters stars ekwa ye be pia o mu nyina do ma brɛ mu It's not report in the report emerging for United States of America. As a Ghana's former finance minister, Ofori Atta has been arrested by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Said the Omo can run a report nearby, and right Wednesday, said the Omo can come with Omo detaining Tuesday too. Now, report in each say, the visa, I spy, I'm at was to renew. Yeah, Fatoso. Second Ofori Atta said the no to chrome her. They be anwa white. They be anwa fita. No could not parliament ya. Ofri say, or ye the one do anukwana ya kununi. Or tene, or nim Bible mu. No one call two quotations a good one. Can Ofori Atta say, on ya Ghana bonia or mera. Nice no boom and wicked. Where ya nice no boom and wicked. Where a nice no woman wicked. What I do bonny a quarry hair, I do Nanyankupon so cry and one say. Ni papa and would any pabonini say no what a Ghana for so. Acquire kidney transplant, I made a new now and flew out to talk at a train. I got in America. So Bonia can Ofori Atta di Ghana no. Bonia can Ofori Atta the president Akkufo Addo mo. Gabi watch the dakonom. Bonia Akkufo we no asante bedi atuonum. Woma di Ghana no. Sometimes ya na just say nipa bibini Ghana ni for because of political colors inti obe defend the kronobo. Obe defend will be stupidity. Obi krono eya na just say nipa bibini Ghana ni because of political party colors intino ade ache obe dware atwi makeup bema ebe she suit akwatene TV ni radio so say we defend criminality or defend wickedness nipa be bo wo man kono and robbers pao che se nipa yenya wo mo okro mo che abutika mo man de and robbers wo system nim obo white no di ni pawu or some white no di boni pakro no or the chair to the Kwankuta Bible quote quotation now what did ni pawu no di ni pabone na senka kan Ofori Atta Mr. President Mahama 4 years ni someone to me I started to kan Ofori Atta for na ma wanya hwe omra me face Ghana law because nipa ba ko pe ame nipa pempem ewuye edienti ne yete Ghana and I mean you special prosecutor on that share di ne ade na oto no na oye and I kan Ofori Atta and I oboa ni nyina ye lie kisi aja be oboa ne na wo ye nyina ne ma no puti out nyina no ye drama ye game bi no obo say yete Ghana han mama kan Ofori Atta party about power mumbi adwuma ba ko pe 2017 2018 enye sama bi adwuma o enkwafo adwuma a wo mo ye se ye good banks ye clean up exercise no one ma man ya boka 29.9 billion Ghana cedis meanwhile 29 billion just eso 9 billion e da so no ye betimi e de ra banks nim abo Ghana ni adwuma ho ban ba kan Ofori Atta dwembone na na Akkufo Addo adwembone MPP abemu mpelifo adwembone atiri moden senya adwembone ni atiri moden say ye good banks bia eye affiliated to NDC banks bia so omo ho no ma ya agenda ye ntimi succeed enti ye nguno no wa ma wo man no aboka 29.9 billion just 30 billion na kan Ofori Atta fa no ho adi wonu nipa dodo e sofa ye nipa dodo e breye banking clean up ebe pimu samrei fund management for pa kwasi indum nkrofo omu sika kakam na mi host show omu ye fund management for eye protest e ma bi ba wanimu a o kana braba o yosikani but investment okoye yentino enne wa ye hiani obi akwatira broche ye cleaning saa eti abroche fund management odisika ebewuram oba ye no kan Ofori Atta dwembone amemu fu eni abato hu sunsanso ntino enne wa sori re figa na hanya sika akwafa lawyer for wa America say ye twitwa amfanyew akọ parliament ya bag na ekura no ball ankwana na egum bag na ekura no de kwa parliament no say we ko read budget asa bag ya board no ball ankwana na egum Bola nkwa ena na gumu Gucci ena me catch us a bag ne de na who say ya designer bag ya abode but ene na wo bag na ya bola e waste because niema wo bag no budget na kwakwa ya di be du o man no dwuma no de ba ya crisis ya mess ya ka flip flop policies yan create ni lutu ni ense e was second of Ofori ba me say can Ofori Atta kwa wadwane ya di tenu no and establish it Ghana ha President John Dramani Mahama in opposition and no me kan na me kan in opposition what catch Ghana for say we be investigate Bank of Ghana former Bank of Ghana governor or to Ghana ha e dia na ekoso say yakọ International Monetary Fund IMF President Mahama dey akọ IMF yenya $1 billion. First tranche by $350 million. Mo second tranche, third tranche, mo na mo ba na mbebeji ye. Ye free IMF mu. Na kan Ofori Atta ye kenke part. Na oye kenke part say, wotumi se metifo adwenko ana na omudi kutakuta ministerial appointment no. Ya kwa IMF. Ye zeti IMF a. Eno no ye ho party. I don't know. Yeah, party say you free IMF. Yeah, watch any kenke party. Na MPP for Cheshire. Yeah, party. Say you free IMF. Omo pentama free International Monetary Fund emu because over IMF mu a omo regulative system no. Ontimi sorry for wadwene no wutiri mu po. Em bobo sa rough from say de wadwene nye. And in the first na yentwi ye ho free IMF policy mu enti omu free IMF mu apa na pa and omu start ye left right bosia bo rough nipa bo bosia to say as if there's no tomorrow bosia no so omu bo no a omu kwaje ba no ma ba be che for the last time my be frame were contractors in Anama for 8 years ya MPP ba ye omu ntua contractors ka o say 8 years can Ofori Atta dwumponi wa kwani tiri mu ama odwen ho anaje wosem me wo na contractor bi free UK ba say afra omo say omo na meju omo sika omo salati fiu na onu ade aka Ofori Atta ye me re fi ye no after 2021 mu ho no mo eba no contractors kakra no omo salati wo mu ade omo ye o ya contractor na sa wa ya adwuma na ba ne de wo ka Sebese 3 billion. I was here to aka 3 billion. 3 billion no wo be sign it. Set 3 billion, 1 billion akọ haircut.